Welcome to Loleventvods. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
Having that orange just helps out in that regard too, and they should be able to soak enough experience off.
You can always look for a dive roll. Whether or not it's an advisable decision is an entirely different thing.
Yeah, I think it's a look, don't touch in this situation. GiantX does hit level 2, but there is 4 members now, which changes things quite a bit.
No one tanking the tower as of yet. Execute now will go in with a Shadowing Strike, gets the crash down shield as well, and is well-managed dive from Rogue. Patrick will survive this, pops the barrier just to make sure.
Yeah, but all 4. So Malrank could immediately try and come down on his bottom side, but looking at a potential play in the mid lane as the TP comes through, but Malrank is now in position.
Yeah, Malrank's looking. Let's see if he can find something here. Loopy's coming across as well. Rika, there's the knock-up. Rika stunned up with the Shadowing Strike and now has to flash to try and get away. With Isma coming in from the side as well, Rogue will accept the flash out of the Orianna, I think. We'll see Loopy staying around here to make sure this wave can be crashed in.
There's kind of multiple members just running around the map wherever there's action though. You can see Rahel has started to shift down towards mid to help cover as well. And now Isma doesn't realize there's a lot of people there. Loopy will spot out Malrank, but here comes Adam.
Adam moving first out of the bot lane. Loopy spotted by Malrank, locked up with the permafrost. Isma jumps onto Adam. Loopy used the grand entrance to get out. Now the collapse comes in. Rika still on level 5. Flash bellows breath looking for the brittle stun onto Adam. Can't quite find that extra bit of damage. Isma dashing forward once again. Execute falling low. And Isma brings down the staff to get SK on the board in this game. Both the supports are just running around, seeing whatever they can find. Execute still only level 2.5, by the way. Hasn't actually got any more experience since we last talked about him. Rika doesn't have flash. Execute trying to get experience out of kills. Rika's going to try and walk his way away from this one, but Larson, well, the Ignite's ticking. Larson still finds the final auto attack to get himself his first kill of the game. It's about needing to farm. Just show them this game. It's like, look, Malrank, he's a professional player. He's only level 3 at 6 minutes. I can take your wolves. I can take the Grom. It's fine. He is struggling a little bit to find his way into this pit right now.
So, some junglers come out of their first clear with 28. Oh my god, no! I was going to say, some junglers come out of their first clear with 28 CS. Malrank is 6 minutes into the game and still has 20, so he's definitely a little slow on the clear.
Has just hit level 6 and GiantX has the 6. Adam doesn't have flash here, so Isma can look for the engage. There's the call of the Forge on. Cyclone goes in, follow up with a knock-up. Another Cyclone available to Isma, and already Adam's dead. Well played by SK. Knew that Adam didn't have his flash and just How far away is Loopy from 6? He's still a full level. You'd really want him to have the quickness if you are going to look for a fight, but doesn't quite have it yet.
Also, you're kind of looking at a big shift from Rogue up towards this. They're not moving Rahel from SK though.
Maybe just look to take one away. Looks like it's probably going to be 3 apiece. Now, Isma does have the smite. The Emperor's Divide will only find the clone. Isma jumps across the wall. And he didn't manage to smite the Grub in time. So it will be a full camp over to Rogue. However, they are losing some plates on their bot lane tower.
Yeah, and they're going to
push towards that tower, make sure that Isma has the prio in the bot side to take the first dragon of the game for SK.
Yeah, so in the grand scheme of things, SK kind of coming in on top, and like Rogue had a lot of the early aggression, but you can see a 1k gold lead starting to open up. They're okay when it comes towards objectives, so I think as long as they're able to find ways
to have a chance of making it into our final 8.
Yeah, I only just caught Malrank's actually running the domination tree instead of the inspiration tree, so looking at like, I would imagine yeah, actually I don't know. I was trying to figure out what Malrank would be running in domination. Maybe it's like the dash down? Yeah, I'm not sure. Like usually you run the inspiration tree for cooldown on your smite and also then getting the free boots. But he's running domination secondary tree for Malrank, which
you can
is a boot.
I'm sure someone on when you go on Twitch, because we have an extension on Twitch. Again, a little bit of a slower game. Not really too surprising. Both these teams haven't been known for their explosiveness, but with the second dragon up, SK are trying to, I won't say up the tempo. Loopy, okay, thank you. I hate it when people walk past roses. There's 2 there, Loopy. Loopy, just order them, man. Just, it's free experience, Loopy. This is how you catch up. Oh, some rogue chance. Malrank jumps into the pit. The smite goes down. Isma gets it. Malrank flashes over the wall. And, yeah, Boar couldn't bear to be in there any longer.
See, but the way Rogan was playing is over-forcing with multiple people on this midway, but Loopy's
goes in with the charm. The shockwave as well. Larson only loses half his health. Does have to burn the flash. There was a TP behind as well as GiantX joins the fray, but the Emperor's Divide in a good position already. Isma's down. GiantX does get the knock-up. Larson's fallen as well, as has Execute. Alongside him, Adam's going to join an SK. They force the tempo. They find the fight. It's a triple for Rahel.
That was sick from SK. The vision control from Loopy has been really good in setting that up alongside his team, and they finally get that pick that they wanted to. The TP in behind plays super aggressive in that. Nice triple kill for him.
Yeah, well timed as well around the Atakan. They will be able to pick it up. Obviously, voracious in this game. No real surprises there. It's like the gold is even, but SK are now 5 minutes away from having an Ocean Soul.
Yeah, I mean, all of the mana.
It's, we can say it works their way. Call of the Fortune coming out. Patrick didn't burn the flash early. Isma still gets the Cyclone down. Patrick now with the barrier. But look at the follow-up. Look at the CC. Loopy gets down with it.
Oh, Larson, no!
Larson goes down as well. Maurang running away. Execute and Adam still full HP. Weren't even able to join the fight at all. GiantX going to chase past the towers here. The tier 2 in the mid lane will fall. SK turned
very simple to execute composition. And finally we're saying, hey, you can find these picks. You can find the engages, and it's looking great. I mean, this trio of GiantX, Isma, and Loopy have consistently been able to get onto the key targets.
And for Rogue, it's looking pretty diabolical right now.
Yeah.
Remember, if they lose this, they are eliminated from playoffs alongside SK. Kind of poetic justice for SK to be the team on the Drake. 2 minutes remain on their Baron buff. They are only pushing through 2 lanes. Larson has pushed out top, and actually, I saw a ping. He stepped around for a second, but he is going to finish off his recall and make sure he can come back for this base defense.
Yeah, I mean, they should be able to pick off this kind of minion. It'll do some work, but should be fine. So any sort of force now as both waves start to crash, Larson should be here for, but I don't think SK really want to overcommit here. Like, you got Dragon, your soul in 50 seconds. The kind of minions can do the work here. Just don't have to get fancy with it.
Don't really need to overcommit. They take the inhibitor tower on the bot side. GiantX going to hand bash his way away. Loopy just acting like a nuisance. Inhibitor will fall in the bot lane. SK have 1:20 remaining on their Baron if they do want to try and get some mid pressure, but the wave's still only at the halfway mark of that jungle. I mean, SK could be doing it already for all they know, and that's exactly what they're doing. Isma able to do it by himself. This Wukong has been strong from the start of the game, and with 2 items should be able to get through this one in short notice.
Yeah, and you can see Patrick just trying to tank up this minion wave with execute so that then they can't hit onto the tower and start another turret falling alongside the dragon and that bot lane structure. But at this stage, you're kind of just desperately holding on to anything. Like, be my race car that goes into the middle of everyone and does it for me. So, yeah, you just don't really have to worry about it. So, I don't know how you're supposed to find these engages.
I think part of the hope is, now with Baron having fallen off, maybe SK overextend. Right, if they go under a tower, they can't quite kill it off, then you can look for something, but as the tower goes down, immediately they go into Patrick again, does still have the flash, has the barrier, uses both a little too late. We're still caught in the Cyclone. Maurang tried to dive in, Larson hasn't been able to get in the action at all, and all of SK are still at full HP. The Ocean Soul at their backs, buffing them up. Rogue, 3 left to defend, but it's SK's day, baby! No one beats SK 8 times in a row. Larson dives in, but dives for it. SK rise above, victorious for once. SK 1-7.
They're on the board, baby. Let's go. It is more about, hey, we want to get that engage and set up for these big team fights with a lot of AoE. I think at this stage, Lot kind of needs to find somewhere he can be, though, because I don't think he can stick around.
I can be mid
tower, but mid, yeah.
Gonna try and slice his way through Nuke for the moment. Nuke does still have the flash and is able to walk away. The best of shapes for him. Closer now down towards the bottom lane. Irrelevant is 3 minions away from hitting level 2 here. Locked up underneath the tower. The fear comes up as well. Jun tanks it well, and GiantX get first blood.
Nicely done by GiantX to make this combo work. And that's why I think, especially for Ice, you need to be careful. But also, in the grand scheme of things, BDS, a lot of melee champions could end up in some trouble, but Void Grub's now started. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a fight here. Gragas starting to move down. I don't know. Yeah, if BDS really want to try and contest for this. Jackie's now has push in mid. Nuke does have the public execution available, but 113 not having the ultimate available really makes this tough.
I mean, BDS are lining up for this. TP coming in as well from Irrelevant. Still only level 5. He needs about 1 minion to get that equalizer. 113 stepping forward. The Grubs not really taking too much damage as of yet. One of them down to about 1,000. 113 won't want to use the smite on the first. I think he did have to in the end. Now they're back away. Irrelevant's been chased out by Jackies and Lot down towards the bottom side. And like,
what?
BDS was so focused on the Grubs, as was I, that a lot of Jackies just jumped immediately onto Irrelevant. Used the shockwave and just killed the Rumble. Fight towards it. 113 forced away from the Scuttle Crab. Paranoia going out. 1-1-3. Yeah, I think he did have the flash. I was trying to work it out, but with the fear on him, that unspeakable horror, the chase from Jackie's, it would have been enough even without the shockwave.
Yeah, especially as you start to get underneath the tower, it can get a little dicey because you will have that command attack and distance coming back off of cooldown relatively easy, or quickly, but 1-1-3 going to heal up, so should be fine for a potential dragon fight, and surprisingly, nothing was blown on BDS's side in that last fight, so they should still have a lot of this up and available if they want to try and contest for dragon as Ice starts to push in on bottom side.
The goal difference is at the bottom, looking like my solo queue history. It's a sea of red at the moment for GiantX. 250 gold in the top lane, 450 in mid, and about 250 as well for Noah. Getting towards those first items, you can see Zerka Greaves first on Noah. Always the first item on Callista. You need that extra attack speed, you need that extra movement speed to get your martial cadence off as much as possible. I think it might be martial poise actually. Yeah, martial cadence is Jarvan's passive. Yeah. It's just like a 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, she jumps around.
I was just gonna say, it's like, it's so difficult to remember so many of these. I always get Sejuani ult and Lissandra ult confused as well.
Oh yeah, Tomb versus Prison.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And then there's Glacial Fissure as well when Braum's in the game.
Yeah, I don't mind that one too much because it actually looks like a hole in the ground, so I'm like, oh yeah, visually it looks like
Fissure,
it.
yeah, I can see you, I can see you. 1-1-3 here, starting up the Drake for the moment. Jund does have that explosive cast. Closer, Paranoia, still a quarter of the cooldown left on it, and with him backing away, I think GiantX have given up the ghost on this Drake. First Drake secured for BDS, as they managed to get a small advantage in the terms of neutral. At the moment, BDS are pushing forward. The vision control mostly in GiantX's favor, although there's one ward just where Jackie's is right now. 1-1-3 is going to start up the grubs. Nuke was pathing down towards the bottom side now, going towards mid. Lots on his way up as well from bot. 1-1-3, the only one on the grubs right now. Paranoia coming out. 1-1-3, there's the shotgun, twisted advance. Able to dodge away from it, but already Noah's got the kill. Now Lot on the back line. Paris trying to force him away. Chain of Corruption going wide. Irrelevant knocked back into the team. The Solar Flare into the public execution down towards the bottom side of the fight. Noah's already got a kill. Up towards the top. Irrelevant is exactly that. Has died again. BDS did manage to secure a grub, but lose 2 lives for it.
Yeah, the fact that GiantX have this recall on towards Noah made the fight look way better for them than it initially looked for GiantX, because BDS look for the engage with 1-1-3 and Irrelevant.
GiantX trying to get control of the bottom side of the map. Nuke is the one answering for the moment. It looks like Noah's kind of been left alone to deal with it in a 2v1. Paranoia going in again. Nuke flashes away, but Closer flashes for the chase. And it's just the damage that comes out. Paranoia, yeah, you follow, Google it. Again, one of those items that pops up from time to time, but remembering the exactitudes of it can be ever so slightly tricky. 3,000 gold the lead for GiantX as they set up around this Drake. Closer, no Paranoia for now. Oh, that Zenith Blade just tickled Noah. Wasn't quite able to connect. 1-1-3 again, we'll start at the neutral. I will say 1-1-3, the last couple of times you started up a neutral camp, you died pretty shortly afterwards. For now, though, it looks like GiantX are going to back away a little bit. Paranoia about to come off cooldown. Closer can look for the engage. TP behind, though, and Closer won't go in. BDS invests the TP. They get Irrelevant out, as well as Paris shepherds him around the corner, and GiantX couldn't quite find the engage.
Yeah, but GiantX don't look like they're done just yet. Still trying to push forward into this position. Looks like BDS, they're just going to be able to back away.
Yeah. Would be pretty deep in. GiantX setting up around top. With the Rift held up, you can see the next objective in their eyes. 1-1-3. Okay. He orders the Rift held. Last 2 times he's done this, on this side of the map, he's died. Pretty much immediately afterwards. Closer is looking. Importantly, though, Closer doesn't have the ball on him. Jackie's will be able to take the top turret. Meanwhile, in the bot side, Lot and Nuke are just trading health bars. Nuke does have the TP. Lot has his as well. Now things over to level 11. Noah's there as well. 1-1-3 steps in, pulls the Rift Held out a little bit.
I do think Noah is very separated here, though. BDS could potentially turn onto him. And yes, Closer, Jackie's do have that combo, but I think at this stage, you got to be so careful. 4 members of BDS here. Nuke on the way, but he'd need to TP now to be relevant.
Lots TPing in first. Paranoia. Everybody's out to get you, BDS. There's the engage. The shockwave goes in as well, immediately onto 1-1-3, and Closer gets the Rift Held. The explosive cast on the backline. Lot was locked up with Chain of Corruption. Equalizer. Solar Flare flashed from Noah. And BDS, although they have blinking health bars on the side, if she tries to solo play the back line, explosive cost. No one can actually really get in, and even if Jun's then overextended, he's got the Fate's Call to pull him out.
Yeah, I do think the way you play this as BDS is that counter engage. So as closer, I think that's where 113 is getting caught out, and then Nuke is getting caught out.
And Nuke caught out on the top side. He's going to try and dash his way away with that Drake Hound step. Here comes the Paranoia as well. Public Execution will still be feared as Closer flashes forward for the chase. Paris chased out by Jun.
It still would have been able to force like tier 2 towers. You're still able to get the tempo lead that you really want to, but oh, Paris, buddy.
Shockwave will pull him back into the body slam. Paris has to flash the wall. Closer won't chase any further. His Paranoia is still...
Really, it feels like figured out how they want to operate with this composition. And GiantX, it's very simple. It's ease of execution winning out in this game.
Credit to GiantX as well. They have played around Vision really well. They've got wards behind BDS here, spotting them out as they go across towards the Atakan. In terms of ultimate, Closer has the Paranoia. Noah looking, well, he's on a massive flank here. Nature's Grass coming out from 113. They'll look for the engage towards the top side. Closer, though, with the Shroud of Darkness, stops it. Equalizer goes down as well. Irrelevant looking for the damage towards the top side, but Noah's opened up onto Nuke down towards the bottom. Voracious Atakan picked up by BDS. 113 going in with the Twisted Advance. Paris misses the solar flare. 2 false lights have already gone. Make that 3 as Noah begins to open up. And BDS, you got the objective, but at what cost? 1,000 gold over to GiantX. All the false lives already gone.
Their team fighting with Noah and Jun still looks great. So, and you've got hands for days in this team.
Maybe. Execution. So Nuke does still have his false life, it seems. The only one in BDS who has it. Jackie's was able to teleport out, yeah, with no there's many qualms to be had with Voracious Atakan, let's be honest. They revive a very powerful mechanic, and that's why we see teams so often we'll say play around it. What we mean is throw around it, Rob.
Yes.
As the Drake now begun for GiantX, will be their second of the game. BDS were able to delay things by taking the first 2, but GiantX 7-1 ahead in prime position to close this one out. BDS, though, might try and up the tempo by looking towards the Baron themselves. The ward over the wall will be spotted by Lot. And so now, the question is, do BDS stick or do you twist off and look for a fight? They're still on it right now. Nature's Grass coming out. They don't have too much damage. Paranoia now being used. The control ward in the back of the pit gives Vision. 113 the target. 113 in there. Closer gets it with the smite. 113's smite was just too early. Irrelevant dies trying to keep GiantX at bay. 40 seconds on this Baron means, yeah, it might not even break the base, as you said, Rob. They're looking for a tier 2 on the top side right now. And they might go for it. Flash, Twisted Advance into the solar flare. Chain of Corruption. Nuke goes in as well with a public execution. They burnt everything on Jackie's and they have managed to take him down. Irrelevant here as well. The Equalizer does clip Noah, but doesn't do too much more. Jun going back in with a flash body slam. Pulled out with the Fate's Call. Lot trying to defend against Irrelevant towards the side. Jun looking for a little bit more. In the end, BDS are able...
I'd like to see some sort of health for Nuke, or 113, but here's the engage.
Paranoia coming out.
Flash.
Shockwave was used as well, but great flash, as you say. Closer now just too deep, and you can see if Closer goes too far, you put down the Nature's Grass. In terms of ultimates, some honey fruit for Paris to heal him up.
I think BDS just got a little eager once they got the pick, with Irrelevant TPing in. Then Paris felt the need to try and force something because we invested the TP. Maybe we can get some of the standing gold, but it's just going to be the Dragon. They will be able to walk away, but the lanes are still being...
Lot's now going to show on the bot wave. BDS spot him as he clears out a little bit of vision. They know they have a small opportunity here. The Baron can be begun by GiantX. Remember the spears as well from Callista, something we haven't talked about too much this game. TP comes out from Lot. A few spears in the Baron now.
Yeah, but Noah, they waited for his flash to be back up, so everyone on GiantX very safe. 113 now trying to force his way through.
Jackie's has to flash away from the public execution on the back line. Closer caught out. 113 goes over the wall. Jun will follow. Down towards the bottom side. Jackie's actually jumped on by Nuke, but they just nuke him immediately. Nuke was so far away from the rest of his team, he was in a different postcode. Lot's gonna flash away from Irrelevant. Paris and Ice now trying to open up, still have that Chain of Corruption. No Nature's Grass, Fate's Call comes out, Noah able just to dash around for days, and Paris is rendered asunder. Noah still dances in the middle of the fight, and Irrelevant can't burn him down. 113, the last to die, he'll get to the blast cone. Won't fall yet, but Closer and Noah will chase him out as GiantX make a beeline down mid.
GiantX are just constantly on the same page, and BDS are left scrambling. A little nervous as I saw Jun moving topside, but yeah, this game, it's unplayable for BDS.
They were just so separated in that fight. I'd love to see a replay. Like I'll rewatch it at some point, right? We don't actually have to see. Split 113 obviously went over the back of the wall because Closer went over the back of the wall, and that I can kind of understand. But BDS not on the same page, and GiantX definitely are. Now, the Baron up for GiantX. They are all chunked out a little bit. Lot is going to keep 113 at bay, and the Baron already down to 3,000 HP. 113, no flash, no way in. GiantX will secure the big GiantX doing a good job of just collapsing on the man who was by himself. BDS now trying to defend against this Baron for 2 minutes time. The engage goes in. Paranoia out onto closer. Equalizer towards the top side though with the Nature's Grasp already. We're going to see Jun falling for the first time this game. Nuke was able to escape. Closest Paranoia about half the way before it comes back off cooldown. Irrelevant a little bit far forward. Flash Zenith Blade with the Solar Flare. Public execution onto Jackies. And down goes the Orianna. Now BDS, a two-man advantage, the Ocean Drake in their eyes and the soul.
I cannot believe that BDS are managing to find these moments to come back, and it's so consistently around these flashes. The map state in their favor, and especially when you've got a Nocturne, a lot of what you want to be doing is putting Jackies in the side lane, which you're like not really used to do on an Orianna. Oh my god, what's
in? He's a mile away, but the Solar Flare's going to land. Jackie's stunned up. Nuke trying to get in with the public execution as well, but he's not in range. The Equalizer not really hitting anyone, but closest on the backline. He's already dead. 113 is Survivor, an absolute angel. Nuke is here in time. Jackie's is executed, and now it's all on Noah and Jun to really open up. Lot's going to go into the GA. Jun pulled back with a face call. Paris locking himself onto Noah, but Noah's dancing and dipping and weaving his way around the fight. Noah down. Ice takes him. And the engage from 113 looked like absolute int, but was actually Paranoia. Now we can do it. Jackie's now does have his flash up. 113 doesn't have his, nor does Ice. Irrelevant doesn't have one either. 113 looking for that flank with the Nature's Grasp once again. Solar Flame on Jackie's! Oh, the public execution going in as well, but already they've dived in. GA's going to be popped. Jackie's trying to chase off Nuke towards the top side of the fight. Noah dancing around. Paris misses his end play. In the middle, it's just a massive meat grinder, and it looks like Irrelevant is putting them on fire, but Noah continues to dance around. 113 goes back in, has the sap magic. In the end, it's GiantX that come out on top of the fight. 113 running for his life. Somehow, a lot closer, and Jackie's survive it. 113. Will he get out alive? Closer still on the chase. His Shroud of Darkness doesn't stop the slow from the Bramble Smash. Jackie's has TP, though, 30 seconds before anyone on BDS is back up. 113. The Ocean Soul actually helping out a ton here. Yeah. Closer trying to trade back in. 113 still surviving. They're just trying to distract him for as long as they can. Closer will have that dust bringer back out. 113 can't catch the wave. The wave now beginning to crash towards the Nexus Towers.
10 seconds on towards Paris though. Now 113 is able to get in position. Ultimate to just try and clear the wave. Towers. They just need the wave.
Nature's Grasp comes out, but the wave does not die with it. And GiantX, they fight back somehow. The Solar Flare will not be enough. GiantX rise victorious.
What was this game?
This is going to be so nice. And on top of that, Ambessa champion who's going to hate that to spot Yike out. Of course, Sin doesn't have the same tools to make it over the wall. But fire matched with fire. Targa level 3 though, walking into mid.
Oh, making my fish check.
Quick Q. Yike looking for the fall, dash over the wall, but now it's Humanoid in trouble. The W doesn't quite take him back.
Really good E there by Targamas to catch out Humanoid. Makes it so that he has to use his flash. And just kind of predicts that Mickey will jump away.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I think if I'm Fnatic, I'm really happy cross-mapping these grubs for Drake. How I kind of view the Kai'Sa into Ezreal matchup is that the early phases, Ezreal's a lot stronger. When Kai'Sa gets level 6, she has good fighting windows. And then after... Oh, we got a fighter.
Flash back.
Ooh.
Nice use of the ulti. Well played by Humanoid, just managing to dodge out of that one.
That looked really cool. He just jumped over the Azir ult.
Yeah, and that's not an interaction that I'm used to seeing. Yeah, I mean, very well timed from Humanoid. Saves the weirding as well, just to make sure that the W, so he can kind of shotgun himself backwards. Downside is it does cost a decent amount, so while they don't get the play, they will be first on the grubs. Of course, in the meantime, Drake was taken down by Fnatic, so 1-1 the objective score so far. And despite how insanely bloody Fnatic early games often are, this game has been quiet, but I do think that'll start to change now that Razork's level 6. It's a good call on Humanoid as well. Look at the CS difference between these two mid laners. Kaliss now in trouble. Upset now trying to follow up the buy. Goes through. There's just too much CC. One Ezreal on his loads up. One Morano gets the job done.
Man, Razork is the best Vi in the EU. That Q flash he just did on Kaliss there.
About the map being blue. Bottom side though, Fnatic again. As you said it would happen, so it happens, Mr. Spectra. This time, the flash not needed for Razork. Doesn't have it either, but now it's going to fall up onto Yike. Instantly, Upset's going to go in 2. Ulti comes out from Kaliss, only tagging onto 1. Super decisive. immediately, and Yike can flash away and ulti himself. There might not be a play there. But Yike setting up again for another grub spawn. This is a little bit awkward. We've seen a lot of 4th straight games, so I don't mind
Kana's recalling. Yike is no flash.
TP in, Yike sticking around, just trying to keep him interested. Decent healing from the Xin means he's not really suffering. Humanoid now coming in. Oscar in on the way with ulti as well. Razork, no ulti. Targamas only level 5. Mickey with the level 6. They have to be careful. Ulti comes in from Humanoid. Yike trying to go all in. Mickey instantly going to find 3 with his ulti. The quickness now coming out. Oscar in, unsure if he wants to go in. Nice wall bang coming in from Kana. The follow-up not quite there. Gets over the wall, but not this time. Vladdy ready to follow. KC blinking health bars. Yike finding the kill on the Fnatic mid laner, but the public execution coming through. The ulti. Everything for Fnatic. 2 kills on the side. Upset finding one with the Academy Rain. Looking for a few more. Looking for his montage moment as the rest of the team is backing him up. Q in from Razork. Kana nowhere to go. Upset taken over. And Fnatic versus KC. On Ezreal, it's really hard when you fall behind.
Oh, upset is in...
Right as we praise it, that's a caster card. That's not where you want to be. Ults right back into the waiting arms. His ticket burning manages to make it out. That's not allowed. Fnatic now trying to get a few more kills. Yike making wind, making lightning, but not making much of an impact in that top lane fight.
How did he survive? Either just rely on the Leona or rely on Fnatic messing up and going too deep and then kiting it back out and then the counter engage.
I think the big thing to know here, 6 grubs for KC at the very least. So while they will lose Herald, while they're losing push on the top side of the map, they should be able to shred this tower at a decent pace. Not super fast.
I would want Yike to just hit this tower with Vladdy so they could get the tower on this wave.
A lot of instances, and Fnatic definitely bringing a lot more of that discipline today.
They are locked in.
Oh. You win, Kana, nice interrupt here. Razor takes a decent chunk of damage. Poppy could be big to change the fight. Ambessa out now. KC immediately pulled the trigger, seeing this as a limited opportunity. Fnatic retreating. The flash from Kana awkward. Thought he had the wall bang action. Thought he could just smack him in, find the stun.
Still looks like it's first Drake position here for K-Corp. And Kaliz can look to poke them down as they try to re-enter, but Humanoid has TP.
Razork on the flank. Ulti available. I think KC need to start a fight of their own. Yike recognizes it too, now trying to follow up instantly. Targamas, though, not getting the angle, and Bessa into the backline. They're trying to get Oscar out. Razor going in onto Kaliz. Humanoid now following everybody on top of this Ezreal. They will not let Kaliz play the game. Vladdy, the last man standing.
And this Fnatic is looking disciplined, diligent. They're playing it slow. Cheese here onto the Ambessa and drop the Atakan in favor of it. I think that's what we're going to have a look at here. Yeah.
Oscar.
Yes, flash.
Trying to dash out, doesn't quite get the wall. Ulti will take him away from the Poppy. Good patience. The fact that they don't get the wall stun there is devastating. Now Otacon has come out. Fnatic 13 kills to 2. Absolute domination with Otacon secure. There's really nothing the KC can do. Upset going godlike. Insult to injury.
I think Vladdy might be in trouble here.
Kana can try and peel. Humanoid can just chase.
Razork has ulti soon.
Q in. Kana with the interrupt. Defensive tool is starting to be gone. Mickey spotted by Targa. But it's so difficult to stop Mickey. You don't really have the damage. Upset now chasing. Instant charm flash going in. Fnatic, they've just got too many tools to chase down KC. KC don't even feel like they're overextending. It turns out they were just because the range, the engage start from Fnatic is too much. Upset legendary.
Can they end? They might look for it here. They still have the Otacon buff.
It's 22 minutes. We've been having 40-minute games all weekend long. Fnatic aren't about to have it, though. They're just so far ahead. Kliss manages once again to chip away at the wave, but Fnatic are in a position to just body block. He doesn't even have second time to spike. They instantly now go in, pull the trigger. Kliss about to fall. Kliss taken down. Yike, the last man standing. Fnatic probably just going to end it here. 7 seconds left. Vladdy Targamas up as well. It's a bit greedy. It's a bit crazy, but they've got the buff. The false life might keep them going. Trying to get Humanoid out of the equation. Sets panicking back to the base. Upset blinking health bar looking for the shutdowns. Vladdy building a turret of his own, trying to keep the Emperor strong. Mickey about to be taken out. Vladdy on the chase. Upset retreating. KC need to keep chasing this one out.
Might look to chase here fully. Drake's up in 45. If they can try to wait out the Otacon and then kill Upset, it's nearly expiring. 5-6 seconds left on it.
KC fans loud and proud despite what's starting to feel like an inevitability for Fnatic.
Upset's no flash.
Waiting, perhaps on the false life timer.
Beautiful
Upset
W there by
cleanse.
Mickey.
Humanoid trying to peel. Shut down! Kana, clean timing. We wanted to see it more with the Otacon. Gets him right as the false life fades.
Should be a free Drake for
Oscar. They're going to spot him, but do they even want this fight? Rooting, they're using so much. Kliss laying down a bit more damage, but Oscar really just does not take damage. I think they bit off a bit more than they could chew. Yike now trying to finish it, but Oscar just dancing around him. A quick Drake Hound step. Down goes Vladdy, Humanoid chasing as well. Kalista untouched for the first time, and it feels like the entire game, but it might be too late. Razor continuing to chase. Kalista running. Kana there to peel. This is Kalista's time to shine. He didn't get a chance in the early game. He might get one now. Mickey taken down. Another one on the list, another shutdown for the side of KC, buying themselves a bit more
the fight. It's so difficult for K-Corp to get any sort of advantage, and now Fnatic has first access to Soul.
And if they weren't so hilariously far ahead, Oscar would have died there, and it would have been a massive throw. But this is the rich man's privilege, right?
Yeah.
You can make mistakes like that. You can get caught out, and it does not matter. Some gold back for KC, yes. But with Soul, scary maybe a little bit.
But it's too little, too late.
And this is hard because this game started off so good for Yike. He's on the Xin. And it just he doesn't do anything anymore. He can ult, but they'll just chase him down. Oscar's into the backline now. He's ulting and keeping himself a bit alive a bit longer, but his target is getting taken out. The support sacrificed for the good of the team. Disgusting. Upset already has Nashers.
Yeah, and I don't see Yike getting into this pit. This is going to be Nash for Fnatic. And they're probably going to look to play mid and bot and get 3 inhibs and then make it a clean W.
So important, Fnatic. Lock top 2 with this win, no matter what anyone else does.
They're looking pretty damn good.
This is tough. This decisiveness, something we've seen from K-Corp in their best games, now seeing it from Fnatic, and what might be one of theirs against one of the strongest opponents.
Razor still no ulti. They decide the better of it and back off.
I might have caster cursed that. We were really hyping up game time here, and now I'm thinking it might be a 30-minute one.
I mean, I think they will end on this Nash. They're going to go into bot lane here, and I think they can easily just tower dive. Unless someone on Fnatic dies now, I think the game will end on this Nash. And nobody dies
statement.
Now. I mean, this is a game that just, it goes out of control, right? They have so good champs to pull the trigger, and when you fall behind against a comp like that, it just...
Razor Q in the ulti, upset behind the entire team, but no one can really get on top of him. Humanoid falling up now as well. Yike buying a bit more space. Ulti coming in for the Poppy. Does knock upset out, and that's going to be big. But too many members are already down. Yike getting taken out. The carries are already dead. The good ult from Kana just came too late. Body blocking, a steadfast presence maybe. But not steadfast enough to stop the base from falling. Fnatic moving up, securing top 2. Playoffs was not enough. This team wants more as they tear through KC.
And this Fnatic roster with this upset and this Razor and the aggression, while also having the discipline, is really good at kind of denying some of that engage from Vitality. And I like GiantX picking
flash, but probably you die in the exchange.
Like it is mid. They're all here now.
Team Heretics responding to the play laid down by Vitality, but it does mean they're a little bit behind. Bot wave is going to need to be answered, and no one's in a position to do so. About 300 gold set to be deleted if Team Heretics do not get these grubs.
Vitality already got one. I think they're happy. And Bessa is getting to hit this bot tower, getting to deny waves. And overall, I think this macro from... She got the second one.
The plants did it! They'll be fine.
I just completely...
Oh, ulti now going in. There's really nowhere Sheo can go. That is not where you want to be. Q2 from Knock. 4 points in the queue. You're able to just trade so much more easily with Jace and Sheo. Now needs to be careful. That was not what he wanted. Locked up. Lens is there to follow. Chike with the Q3 ready to go. Camilo going to be locked up as well. Hilly not going to keep things going. Well, it was the theory. That's what a lot of people
It was the theory. I feel like in practice it...
In practice,
didn't really look
I'm just saying we saw SK earlier today with an Ornn and a Wukong.
Is Camilo
and that looked good. Camilo is dead. He back. He's fine. One more tower shot. Burning health, but it's okay.
Why did you have to say that?
That's pretty ruthless.
You could say instead, but if any team knows how to come back, it's Team Heretics.
That's fair. I don't know. Is that what I sound like? Is that what you think I sound like?
No, that's how a real play-by-play caster sounds like.
Who were you trying to imitate?
I don't know.
Why are you attacking me now? I guess fair. You know what? I threw shade at Vitality. I deserve some shade at my... Sten now trying to cover. I like the bait angle. Full committing combo. Mom called in. Chayak locked up. That was excellent. Good spot. Good call out from Sten. Knowing how aggressive, to be fair.
I mean, I think it's important to note that while Heretics lanes have looked pretty shaky and have been struggling, it's a very small gold lead per player. All it takes is 1 or 2 kills on mid, bot, or top, and they are ahead in gold. So if they get a few more picks like that, I think they can easily come back in this game. And this is the first Drake taken at 13 minutes, so Soul is not really something that you're worrying about. And whenever...
A play potentially about to be made. Knocko versus Baby Dragon.
Camilo could get dove here. He does have the...
Ooh, this is tough. Ulti, bit of poke, the slow, some additional healing. It makes sense. Lethality Varus. I mean, the Q poke, yes. But you just Q a wave and it's gone. But when you're walking up, costs you this much health.
Oh,
Although,
really?
Hylissang caught out. Badlands back to safety. Now they've been caught out. It was a bait all along. Stenton in trouble. Another kill for Vitality.
And Heretics look so disjointed here. Flakked doesn't ulti onto the CC chain, or rather Sheo pushes Hilly out of this virus ult, so they don't actually CC chain him, and he gets out, and then they still want to go for more ult.
Ulti. Public execution living up to its name. Mom called in, will not save him.
Sheo?
He has been tried as an adult, Jack Spectra.
What?
It's a really bad joke, actually. I don't want to explain it because it's kind of dark.
To be a top team, and they just haven't shown the consistency to really prove it yet.
And that's kind of the P word that's haunted Vitality for many years, right? Last year was a similar story. Yeah, potential.
Well, this time it's not a super team, at least.
That's true. But this is a project Mac talked about it himself, right? This is a long-term project.
It makes it so much easier to actually improve as a player when you're worse than the opposition.
Yeah. That time to develop, that time to grow. And you highlighted it, right? It's why so many of our teams step away for Korean boot camps to scrim LCK or LPL teams that glow up when you're playing against that higher caliber competition. Just need more time to practice.
It's going to be the Otacon here, however. Hopefully, Team Heretics really wants to try to find some poke.
Celestial opposition down on Hilly. Sten trying to find the angle, but Chak waiting over the wall. Flank.
Nako is just running it down with this Herald on mid lane.
He's gonna just get deleted here.
Well, Hilly has a flank.
I imagine we see the all-in. Team Heretics slowly being pushed off. They have to be careful. Camilo doesn't really have a good way to heal up any of this damage. It is IE next, though, so you can be happy about that at the very least. And he has crossed the execution threshold. And again, Adacon shreds resistances. It does not look like this objective does a lot of damage. I don't think that it does, but what it will do is make everything your enemy throws at you hit like a truck.
Sheo gets really poked out. This looks very, very difficult for Team Heretics here. They're trying, but that's on a flank. And he has flash.
And for Karsi
might be caught.
Q, Mom called in, is able to valk away.
Sheo's ulting.
Trying to zone off a couple of members. Public execution not going to connect. Ambessa ult dodge, but still manages to get a little bit more back in return. Team Heretics finding the kill. Otacon about to fall. 2K getting lower.
Carlson?
Get it. Carlson tries to make it happen, but it's not enough. Now GiantX is chasing. Camilo running. Flakked running. 80 carries being chased down by Hylissang.
And it looks so hard for Team Heretics. They're trying their damnedest, but it's going to be the Otacon for Vitality.
Time with the Seekers. Rocket timing a bit off from Karzi. Denies that kill. Hylissang still chasing. Quick. A lot of the CC. Carlson wants to send it back. It doesn't matter. It's just the false life.
Okay, fair enough. Hilly going a bit crazy. Oh, GiantX.
GiantX flash, though. He's committed to holding on to that buff.
Smolder is stacking up, and he has had 2.5 items.
But it's certainly better than any of the other Dragon-based alternatives, as Flakked has now been caught out. Public execution does not hit!
Nice sidestep there.
Pixels off!
But Hilly's on a crazy flank.
Can they keep poking him?
Can they run him down?
Ulti.
No W.
Hylissang W's out.
Oh, but Nako can give him. I think Heretics is in trouble here.
Using that ult does hurt, and Hylissang just manages to walk away. He created a lot of space for his team to walk into enemy jungle for free.
Yeah, I was thinking when you're playing Smolder, you got the rapid fire. I mean, of course, it was horrendously bad, and this team might lose Nash. But I understand it.
Okay.
I've done it myself.
Empathetic. Walking up to the mid wave, a dangerous prospect when the rest of your team is not on the map. Fell for the trap.
That's a lot of damage.
But you highlighted, this team is very squishy. Ambessa flanking Sheo looks like he's playing more for the steal. Now they might play to collapse on the Ambessa because the rest of the team is forced to pull away. So while it is a bit awkward,
Orleans has E.
Pretty much one good ulti from Vitality should win the fight in their favor. Now they're using...
Vitality is choosing to go fully onto this Nash here and just starting it up. This could be risky.
Nako waiting over the wall, though. This last two public executions haven't connected. This one will, however. Camilo caught out, not going to be able to walk away. Just barely flapping over the wall.
Oh, Nako's playing this so beautifully.
But the Baron's down.
He absorbs pressure from all 5 of Team Heretics
going to get answered here. Chak doesn't have an additional member, so can't walk up, but we'll just knock down this tier 2 for free. They're grabbing the Drake in the meantime.
Yeah, Kars is going to finish off this Drake while Hildy's alone, split pushing on bot. This is classic ADC. We always like the Drakes, you know?
Yeah. If we revert Smolder to OG Smolder,
yeah,
our team, Heretics, winning this game.
I mean, they could have certainly stole it for a very long time.
True, I forgot about the ulti. I was just thinking about the passive power on the Q.
Yeah, but also the Q, like the AoE damage on the Q was way more. So Yeah, they could maybe win. Maybe. But the problem is, I think, with the other 4 champions, not so much the smaller.
It is very hard.
Maybe it was Jace from Arcane.
Which episode? Which season is the better question? Season 1 Jace, kind of useless. Hung out, got bribed, did not do much.
Bro, spoilers.
All right, sorry. It's my bad. Turret falling, Team Heretics getting split across the map. Really good use of 3 lanes of pressure from Vitality. Have to say, this is what you want to be doing if you want to close out cleanly. Don't give Team Heretics a chance to group as 5 and clear a wave.
Yeah, and this is a problem with the Team Heretics comp. You don't have any reliable sort of engage, so it's so easy for Vitality to just play these 3 lanes. They're going to get triple inhib, and they're going to try to end the game.
3 inhibs down. Final stand for Team Heretics. Baron empowered minions piling in. Camille already losing half his health bar. The fight hasn't. There's not even a fight happening. They're just poking for free.
Nexus Star's already down.
Getting chunked out. There's just so many cannon minions. And plants. Oh, there's, yeah.
Yeah, this is...
Oh, they're getting grouped up. GiantX looking for the angle.
They don't even need to fight them.
Going in, Sten tries to start something. Sheo immediately falling up to try to burn down Carzzy, but Carzzy still has a flash, and the rest of the base is just falling apart. Ulti in from GiantX. He can hit the base, but he wants to hit Camilo first. Takes the kill, takes the game. Vitality clean from start to finish, giving almost nothing to Team Heretics.
And it looks like a really good Gwen game. Very melee heavy. And this is kind of a common occurrence, as Vi's biggest weakness is her early game.
See if Elyoya recognizes this and tries to Vault Breaker over the wall, avoid some of that vision, and invade. Get something back. Broken Blade taking control of the lane early. Good patience, as you highlighted, to wait to walk into that lane. But an early level 2 means a huge chunk onto Hans Sama. Gleaming Quill heals up most of the damage that's fired back onto Alvaro.
Alvaro?
Yin. Body block there with the Guardian. More autos coming back from Supa. Gonna proc the Blight stacks as well. They're trying to keep Lebrov low. Going in, trying to get fancy with the Lebrov. Tries to get too tricky. Excuse me, Alvaro tries to get too tricky. Lebrov getting the kill. Supa trying to fire back. That arrow misses. A devastating double kill for the G2.
God! It's a disaster for Koi. Everything goes wrong.
This is, yeah.
Tier longsword on this Astral.
Free tier, free longsword is pretty devastating for the lane. Alvaro is deciding he wants to make impact elsewhere on the map. The flash does catch Caps.
Bravo's there to match it.
This is tough.
That's just Alvaro flash burnt for free. You can see the desperate. Q1's matching this bot gank, but it doesn't look like anything is really going to happen. Oh.
Brav.
Alvaro might be in trouble.
Alvaro just going to get deleted. Tries to battle dance back. Lebrov already going in. Alvaro desperately trying to run away. One more auto should just finish the job. Skewmon grabbing the kill. Elyoya and Supa trying to get something back, but Alvaro can't get anything done. Another one going to fall. Koi. Devastating. And he's also aware that if the Rakan goes back, he's right where he needs to be. He's there to cover Aftershock. Not quite able to dodge that last bit of damage from Supa, so he does lose his life. But G2 in an excellent position. Yesterday it was so many kills going against them early game. They needed to rely to fall back on a clean mid-game, clean macro, better side lane controlled. That is not the story of today's game. It is just dominance in that bot lane 2v2.
Nobody to back him up.
Oh, yeah, moving in.
Hansama's in trouble.
Hansama. How do you get out of this one? Point and click, not gonna give him any time to maneuver. Mirwan following up with an ulti. Hansama's got nowhere left to go. Shut down to the Gwen, could be devastating. Lebrov and Caps trying to get a play down in the meantime. Nice flip back coming in from Jojo. Caps initially interrupting, and in goes the Wukong. Supa will try to follow, but just 1 for 1.
G2 there are a bit disjointed.
But doesn't know if he can get the push out. In the meantime, Skewmon just gonna pick up the grubs.
This is a huge saving grace for G2 here, that they get 6 grubs. Denying grubs from Gwen is so crucial for them. And this feels really, really bad for Koi. Really would want to get at least 1 or 2.
It also makes it so if you do lose a fight, it's going to be that much more punishing. Elyoya trades back, he does get the Drake, but it's not a second Drake, right? Was only able to trade 1 for 2 spawns of the grub.
Yeah.
1 more objective, and G2 will have the feats of strength.
No flash.
Brav caught out, knock up there, layering the CC very well, but the Aftershock still keeping him alive for an extra second. Jojo going to grab the kill.
G2 are still looking a bit...
Also just annoying that you can just block Supa's ultimate anytime you want with Wukong W. Does still spread, of course, but
yeah, that's true.
Easy to walk away.
Caps might be in trouble here.
As he
Don't think he spotted Elyoya. Now he spots him.
I recognize this. Can probably just try and ult. Tries to use the weirding to safety. Ulti to walk away. Low health bar. He'll be fine, but he can't stick around.
Jojo chooses not to ult.
For dive. Nice flashback coming in from Mirwan. Supa now going to be in trouble. Good damage traded back. Alvaro here to try and save the day. Hansama will walk away fine. First tower dropping down in the meantime. Supa with a blinking health bar. Lebrov on the chase.
That was close.
Both. They should get pushed mid. They should be able to get a tower back.
Hansama is very comfortable in this game. He's kind of 1v2ing on mid.
Ulti! Okay, I'm sorry. LeBron's clean with it. Gwen. Only one Drake has gone over, so you're not too scared about that scaling aspect.
Looks like they're gonna drop the Herald though, actually. Probably because, I mean, actually, it's because Broken Blade TP'd to bot, and Mirwin had first move to this Herald fight with TP.
Koi debated for a second there if they wanted to go for the play on the Ezreal, but they'll just be happy with the map trade.
Yeah.
Conceding one Drake to one, it's going to be a long time before either team sees Soul. It will be interesting to see which...
But I think the Mountain Drake is quite a lot more valuable than this Cloud, just due to the fact you have Ornn, Leona, and
I mean, as a single Drake,
yeah,
be big. Are they ready for the full-on fist fight?
TP
behind. Good call, Jack. Herald crashes. Ornn ulti. This is the power of the G2 composition. Here comes Cap. The setup is good. Already one kill going down. All of Mad Lion's Koi need to get the hell out. Alvaro trying to run, but there's nowhere for him to go. Mirwin's here, but it's too late. Jojo running, flashing, eventually dying. Skewmon is now on a rampage. Throw an ulti out. If you get caught, you instantly lose the fight. If you don't, you still can't really jump in and punish them for using that ulti.
Oh.
But maybe a side lane pick.
Broken kind of sniffing it.
Holding on to W, flashing for a moment. W there to block the initial CC. A lot burned here, but Broken Blade should fall. The Ornn not tanky enough for 3 members. Elyoyo grabbing that kill. Supa running, caught out. Skewmon just gonna go in. Ulti good from Supa. Fog now coming in from Jojo. Pew knocked up initially by the ultimate, but they might be caught in their own trap. Mirwin's still going. Mirwin getting lower and lower. He's got so much AP, but not enough health. Follow up there. Mirwin burning. Alvaro burning. Everybody's falling down, but in the meantime, this fight is split. Hansama caught out, trying to get something back. He will drop from Elyoyo. Mirwin still trying to get a bit more healing. Outplay wants to get it, but no, the Wukong. Clean kill to finish the job. Oh, but you're just going to keep losing objectives if you lose this. The Drake will also fall too. Elyoyo wants the 50-50. Poke there from Hansama, really not
hard
threatened.
to enter here.
Mirwin has ulti, he can try to make the montage, but at 6k, I think they're just here to spectate. Ulti going in, Jojo Pune locked up, Chain CC flawless. Now they're trying to disengage, trying to turn this fight back in their favor. Supa for now untouched. Mirwin still doing relatively well, but a lot of poke coming his direction. Finally going to use the hollowed mist, trying to stay alive as long as he can. Mirwin hoping for the montage, but the CC might be too much. Mirwin extra healing, not nearly enough to get it done, however. Hansama finding kills. Objective still not down. Koi have not conceded the objective. Hansama, nice backstep. Alvaro, inches away from death.
Mirwin is so close to making the miracle happen. If he has a little bit more damage there, that could easily have been a triple kill for him.
But miracle's the right word. You are preying on a miracle. Your one angle is this Gwen. G2 are painfully aware of it. Now they're just restarting the objective. TPs from Jojo Puni's up in 3 seconds, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah, they're going to go Atakan into probably the Drake. And it's a really good TP here from Jojo onto the top. He's going to look to push out this wave, and then probably
Mirwin's getting easier.
Yeah, but I think Koi still have a lot of life left in him. I think if this game can go on for longer and Gwen can get to more items, there becomes a point where Gwen can actually just one-shot people. This champion scales so insanely well.
Execution will be the name of the game. TP top lane. Yeah. Jojo set up there, knowing that they did not want to fight. Mirwin now just going to ult the wave, delete it as much as he can.
Oh,
maybe in trouble. Mist makes him immune, so he will just walk away at least for a moment. Dashes out.
Immune, baby. Oh, he still doesn't able to get the full wave. So they're able to
we have the Ornn tank, Bruiser, hybrid, whatever. Renekton R5. Anyway, no, okay. Woo, that's a curse. That was fast.
Well, I don't want to beat that here too. But
now they're chasing.
Jojo?
Flick back is going to hit. No, cleanse flash from Hansama is good. They get the summoners though. Jojo Pune wants more. Hansama caught out. A little bit more damage coming through. Hansama trying to sidestep, but it's not enough. Jojo! Defensiveness as Cat starts to push on a sideway. Mirwin trying to set up a trap. A lot of traps from Koi. This is a classic from last year.
It's really good strategy when you're behind like this.
Instantly all in on Skewmon. Not even sure if it's a clone. Don't even want to double check. Shielding now coming in. LeBron trying to interrupt the play. Elyoyo getting burned down. LeBron on a rampage. Skewmon just spinning his way out to safety. That pick did not work out the way they wanted. Mirwin forced the TP now. Knockback doesn't quite connect from Jojo Pune. Crucially, now he's just going to drop. Fall. G2 happy to turn that situation in their favor.
But they just don't have the damage to actually kill Skewmon.
But Caps caught up. Ulti there. Caps falling. Shutdown. Baron still started. Mirwin, is he enough on his own to make up for the difference in men? 4 here in the
still going to start the Nash.
It's a bit unhinged, but there's no ulti for Mirwin.
Jojo has TP in 20, but this Nash goes fast.
I mean, Supa only has 2 items. Hansama
Gwen
just
without
poke.
ulti is not very strong.
But there's no ultis from the side of G2. Mirwan's starting to poke Lebrov. Poke there, the rest of G2 now ready to turn. Lock up onto Gwen is there, the mist just faded away, and down goes Mirwan, that's the problem. Does a lot of damage, but only the one defensive tool now super running. Broken Blade, oh my god, hitting him with the emote. Playing a bit of Mahjong. Elio there to try and cover, but I think he might just give his life in the process too. Vault Breaker out to safety.
Without those crucial ultimates, it's going to be the Nash for G2. It's a good TP by Jojo to get the mid wave at least, and they're trying to buy time, pushing out these waves, but the game looks clearly in favor of G2.
It does, and this is the luxury of G2's composition, is that as long as they don't let Gwen do exactly
this game. It's just really made his mark.
Yeah. Third item now, I believe, for Jojo, because he does manage to finish the Void Staff, so a bit more damage. But Broken Blade, of course, also has the Ornn items, additional scaling, so walks away.
Yeah. So now does Mirwan try to recall here and defend with the Steam, or does he just want to power farm?
It's tough. Caps trying to keep 2 points of pressure here, but it looks like the name of the game is pick off Caps. Caps now trying to get away. Ulti holding on to his cooldown as long as possible. LeBron feeling confident after that early game. Albro doing what he can to interrupt, but it does not matter. Jojo deleted. Caps finally using his ultimate. G2 ripping through Koi.
And this is the LeBron that I wanted to see. He's punishing Jojo Pyun in the crucial moments.
Flashing. Still probably going to fall here. There's just too much damage. It doesn't matter.
Asupa's dead too, I think. This is the game for G2. A really nice game for G2 here. I love the aggression from Hansama and Lebrov. And overall, they were disciplined and they punished Koi where it mattered.
Certainly did. Impressive game from G2. Demolishing the bot lane in the early game, transitioning into an incredibly clean game.